got cancer. I got cancer.
This is Reserve, Louisiana, the cancer capital of America.
Mine just died like the day before yesterday from cancer.
My dad died of cancer. I hope I don't have cancer.
The EPA says the cancer risk here is almost 50 times the national average.
The plant puts people who live and work near the facility at the highest risk of developing cancer in the country.
More than 100 petrochemical plants and refineries dot this corridor between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, often referred to as Cancer Alley, to a half-mile farther away. And the cancer rate drops significantly.
But how many people actually have cancer here, and what can be done to stop this? So I met up with Robert, an 82-year-old lifetime resident of Reserve who lives a few blocks from the plant.
I lost my mother to a weird cancer, my brother, my other daughters had cancers, my neighbors and friends.
Robert, where are we right now?
You're in the center of Cancer Alley.
How long have you lived here?
I was born here in 1940, but then the petrochemical industry showed up. They treat us like we're animals or something. I mean, it's terrible. If we go up and down this community, you won't find a home here that hasn't been touched by cancer. Really, it's that bad.
Hey there, we're knocking door to door. We're trying to talk to people that live here and ask them about Cancer Alley and see if they know anyone who's had cancer.
Why you taking pictures, man? Get away from my house.
Okay, sorry.
Get away from my house.
See ya. Sorry.
I have no cancer out here.
Okay. Is it like a controversial thing?
No.
No?
No cancer. No cancer. Stop asking.
Okay. They were pissed.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I would have went with you. I would have gone out there.
I thought about to see all the plants around here. Everybody got cancer. I got throat cancer.
You got...
I want to be on the news.
Okay, so it is a contentious thing to talk about it here. We're getting told to f off, get the f out of here. There's a lot of sensitivity about this topic for obvious reasons. Robert told me a lot of people in Reserve work for these plants or know someone that does. So speaking out on the relationship between the plant and cancer is somewhat taboo. Do you know anyone who's gotten cancer out here? Is it pretty common for people to get it out here?
You got this plant called Decker. That's the one that's polluting all the cancer. So you might want to go to the last street. It's called 30th. That's where it's doing the most killing at.
Okay.
Somebody just died like the day before yesterday from cancer. A lot of my people died from cancer.
And these factories are the ones polluting? Okay. Thank you for your time, sir. 30th seems to be the epicenter. It is the closest to these factories out here. We're gonna pull up to these real quick, see who and what we can find. But before I spoke to people living on 30th, I drove to the infamous DuPont Denka plant emitting chlorine into the air and giving the people that live nearby cancer. 4 years ago, Robert flew 7,000 miles to their headquarters in Tokyo, Japan, and tried to get answers from the executives.
Some people who you know and who you represent are profiteering off of the suffering that's being put on my people by DuPont Denka.
They were turned away. Dinka later told them they couldn't meet because of pending litigation.
They demonstrated to us today that they don't care about what's happening to the people in Reserve, Louisiana. You know, I brought people on tours and I went right in the front right there, I parked. And they called the police for me. First, they sent out the guard, come running out.
As we drove in undetected, I began to notice some rather ironic signs placed everywhere. Think safe, stay safe from cancer that we're giving you and your family. Safety is everyone's responsibility. The irony of these signs is that everyone living around this factory is getting cancer. And little did I know, the DuPont Denka plant was one of over 150 petrochemical plants along what's known as Cancer Alley, 85-mile stretch of land along the Mississippi River between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Environmentalists refer to Cancer Alley as a sacrifice zone, but DuPont Denka claims
The company says the EPA's chlorine concerns are based on faulty science, resulting in a dramatically inflated risk factor.
surrounding this entire city we see factories right now.
Look at this horrible thing right here, man. This is our grain elevator. They do import and exports of grains.
And this also pollutes the environment.
Oh, terribly so. It's what's called grain dust.
That contaminated water right there, can I drink from it?
No, you can't drink from the city water here. We don't drink the water here, we buy water.
Can I take a shower out here?
Well, that's the one thing that we're worried about because we can't find a way to take a shower. We've got a shower in this water. This is the one plant that I was telling you that produces a non-carcinogen. There's just so many of them. And they're right next door to what is called Nalco chemical, which is a
What are we in front of right now? I'm feeling a little burn in the eyes.
This is an aluminum factory, and this horrible stuff you see here pervades this whole community.
What health effects is this aluminum known to have on people?
That they're quiet about that.
They're quiet about it. I can taste something in the air right now. Feel it burn my eyes a little bit. Factories everywhere. Seeing all of these plants pollute the air, water, and soil with various carcinogens, you might be wondering,
Why haven't you moved?
Why should I move? How can I move? I struggled all my life to build this. What is happening in Americans, a poor person right now, in good conscience, who would I actually sell this house to? What poor, unsuspecting family would I trick into moving into this debt trap?
and to add insult to injury, Robert lived here before the plants were even built.
In 1963, I noticed the construction. We could see the construction going on when we passed on the highway right there. But we knew nothing about it. No, they never talked to us formally. We saw the white residents moving out. We didn't know why.
And how did they know?
Because they told them. I had to move my wife out. My wife is living in Anaheim, California with my youngest son. My baby daughter got this very rare disease that her doctors told her was brought on by her lifelong exposure to chlorine. I had to move. She's in New Orleans. The disease she got is so rare. It's terrible, man.
Yeah. And people still live here to my left right now.
There are some people that have moved in here.
And look at that, boom, factory. Wow. What is that factory right there?
That's Marathon Oil,
That's an oil refinery.
second largest in the United States.
There's a few homes as we're driving through. It seems insane to live wedged in between two factories. All this pollution from all ends. It's got to dramatically reduce your lifespan. I can smell a much stronger smell in the air. Closest comparison is what I tasted and felt in Ohio when the train wreckage spilled a bunch of stuff. Hey there. I just want to ask, do you ever have difficulty breathing out here?
We breathe all the pollen and dust.
Okay. Is there any history of cancer with your family or anyone who's lived with you?
My mama had breast cancer.
Did she live here?
Yeah. Got a little brother that died of leukemia.
Do you feel like they're responsible for the cancer?
Or the chemicals, I guess.
Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Hey, how are you? I was wondering if you knew anyone who's had cancer out here.
My neighbor has skin cancer.
Skin cancer? Okay.
Took over all his face.
Do you think it's because of the factories around here?
I have no idea. Cancer is everywhere. Everybody has cancer.
Have you lived here your whole life?
Oh yeah. We moved here when I was a baby. Now I'm 76.
I wouldn't have thought a day over 50. How is it living in between these two factories?
Oh, we have dust.
Dust?
Dust.
Okay.
I think that's why we got cancer. I hope I don't have cancer.
No, me too. Has any of your family members had anything?
My dad died of cancer.
Would you move out of here if you could?
Oh no,
No, this is home.
I'm gonna die.
Cynthia, it's been a pleasure. It was great to meet you.
Thank you. Your hands are cold.
I know, I'm chilling. The consensus is that everyone out here knows someone, if not their family member, neighbor, or themselves who's gotten cancer out here. This is kind of crazy. And keep in mind, this isn't even the street closest to the Danka factory where people are most affected by cancer. Speaking of companies that exploit you for profit, I recently found out I was still being charged $50 a month for an expired security system I don't own anymore, $50 a month for a legal document template generator, $99 a year for Instacart, $10 a month for DoorDash, a Netflix and Hulu account, $50 a month for Wi-Fi on the plane. I'd literally forgotten I was paying for these subscriptions until I signed up for Rocket Money, the sponsor of this video. After I linked my bank account to the app in like 2 seconds, I tapped recurring payments and found all these expenses I didn't even know I had. And after a few taps, they were all gone. No time-consuming customer service phone calls, no email chain begging them to cancel my subscription. Using Rocket Money, now I'm spending hundreds of dollars less on subscriptions I didn't even use. On average, members like me, save $720 per year with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. If you want to save more and spend less and join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today, then go to rocketmoney.com/Tyler Oliveira or click the link in the description to get started today for free. Thanks again, Rocket Money. Now let's go back on the ground and see who else has been affected by Cancer Alley. As we made our way to 30th, Robert pointed out a huge graveyard wedged in between two factories. Whoa, there it is. And you have loved ones in the cemetery?
Oh, all of my folks are. This is the largest black cemetery in the parish. Look at this. How do you do a funeral service here? How you do a burial? Look at what they do to people, man. Look how inhuman this is. Do you see the size of this cemetery, man?
This is sad. Wow, you can smell it big time now, Robert. This is pretty dystopian. This is a nightmare, honestly. As we're here, is this an emotional experience? Do you get frustrated?
It's always.
Yeah.
My mom, all of my family, they're just a little further back in here, but they're scattered mostly all over here, man. But see what people have started doing, look, they're building on top.
Oh, these are two coffins on top of one another.
They got the stack. We're the sacrificed peoples. We're the sacrificial lambs.
And the most tragic irony here is a lot of these people died due to the cancer received from the factories they are now wedged in between after death. Right at 30th and 31st. This is the part of town that lives the closest to this factory and is logically getting the most cancer. We're gonna drive through here and knock on some doors, see who we can talk to. It seems like everyone and their mother out here is getting cancer and there's not much you can do about it. On my way to 30th, driving through factory after factory, I saw this street full of people on my way and gave it a quick knock. We wanted to ask you if you knew anything about Cancer Alley. Do you know people that have gotten cancer out here?
My husband has prostate cancer.
Really? Okay.
I'm not from here, but I know a lot of people that
Okay.
I mean, like, many.
We're basically just trying to hear any opinions and experiences with cancer out here in Cancer Alley. Okay.
My sister,
Yeah.
she died.
She died?
She died March 8th of 2023 of this year.
I'm sorry to hear.
Of cancer.
So we noticed it's very controversial to talk about this out here. Is it a sensitive subject?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because we lose so many people. In my family, just alone, we done lost 12 people.
That's crazy. How does the city look at cancer out here? Are they fed up with it? Are they? Yeah.
Every time we turn around, we're losing somebody to cancer.
Do the factories and the companies ever say, hey, here's some money, sorry about that?
No.
No?
No.
Do you think the factories will ever shut down?
No, not Marathon. Never,
No.
Marathon would never
It's too big?
Too big. But them, they can close down.
Denka?
Yeah, they can close down because the things we see at night, you can smell it in the air.
I can kind of taste it, yeah.
Yeah, you can. Like I said, I just lost my only sister
Yeah.
of March of this year. My sister was living on 30th Street.
Okay. So the closer you get to 30th, the closer you are to the
You're in a
factories.
backyard. You're in a backyard.
Okay.
The plants and everything.
Having walked through a few streets leading up to 30th, we had finally made it to the zone theoretically most affected by chloroquine and, in turn, cancer. They're the closest to the factory on this street right here.
Poor babies die.
Got cancer right here?
Everybody you look at.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, over here.
Right here? The tarp? Okay. Thanks so much. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Now we're making a little documentary about Cancer Alley. Do you know anyone who's gotten cancer out here?
This household, that household, and one up further.
They all do?
Yeah. And nothing's been done about it for 50 years. So seed is already planted. It's in the ground. All my trees are dead.
That's too late almost to...
Yeah.
Yeah?
My parents had cancer 3 times.
Did they link it to...
Breast cancer, which was inherited. Then she had colon cancer. Then she died from ovarian cancer at 89 years old.
Jeez, okay. Thank you for sharing.
And my brother, yeah, he died though.
Of cancer?
Yeah, I know a few people that died of cancer. My niece, a good bit of people.
Is it something that's talked about out here?
Yeah, I kind of sort of under the rug.
Did your brother live on this street?
He used to live here. Matter of fact, he worked at that plant.
He worked at the plant?
Mm-hmm.
Did he ever think that they had any influence on him getting cancer?
Can't really say.
Okay.
Don't bother me. I've been here since I was 7 years old.
Okay. Do you think it's overblown? The fear of what the factories are doing?
I kind of think it is overblown. To me, it don't bother me. I like my spot. My dad did this and he died from prostate cancer.
Do you think that may have been influenced by the factory?
No, know.
This is some evil corporate shit right here. It's a subtle massacre at play, done through the air, the water, and the soil. After knocking on nearly every door in 30th, I finally met someone besides Robert who is at least trying to fight back. Do you know anyone that's gotten cancer by chance?
Well, for sure.
Yeah?
Everybody around here has gotten cancer. And so that's why I've joined the fight, because of what, it's not us saying it, it's either we're going to believe the government or we're going to believe these guys. By the time we find out things, it's too late. But I'm in a group called Concerned Citizen of St.
Okay. We spent the day with Robert.
Yeah, Bobby Taylor.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to the bottom of this, you know. We won't be able to wait on the federal government. It takes so much longer for them to prove something that's very detrimental to our health.
It may be too late by the time they prove it.
Yes.
Think that the factories should pay some sort of like reparations for the people it's giving cancer to?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's on the back burner.
Yeah.
The forefront is to get the the environment.
Sure. And you guys obviously be safe and healthy.
Yes. I mean, not only for us, but the next generation.
Sure.
Generations to come.
Do you think you guys will be successful?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've seen some results. I mean, as you can see now, I mean, look at the attention that it's brought.
Do you think if the community rallied together, they could halt what they're doing over there, or is it unstoppable?
I think we can, but then again, we're facing a big plant.
Sure.
But I think we can. We get together, we rally, I think we can do it.
Okay. It seemed like the worst was behind Cancer Alley and a brighter future was ahead, until you learn that companies are working to build even more factories out here.
This little community here of Wallace, I think's got about 850 people.
And they want to put what here?
They want to put a gigantic grain elevator.
Okay, another one.
Another grain elevator.
Ruin these people's lives now too.
Yeah, can you imagine this little community here with that thing sitting right here? That thing gonna be almost 300 feet tall.
If they were to put this granary right here, what would happen to your home? How would it impact you?
More than likely, if they did put the plant there, we would probably have to end up moving out of the area. You know, no one wants to leave the home. I mean, I've been here like 56 years, and that we're trying to prevent this from happening.
If a plant were to end up in this guy's backyard, his property value would dramatically decrease overnight, and who would he sell the house to in good conscience, assuming anyone would even want to buy it? And with more factories being built, more jobs are being made, and these people might need a new place to live. By new, I mean brand new. Wow, the final phase selling now, they're building more homes? Why?
Most of the people who they are aiming at are from out of town, so they're too familiar with what's going on here.
Do you think they're at risk of getting cancer higher than someone else?
Well, certainly if they're living in this area.
Is that something that would be disclosed to them upon purchasing the home, you think?
No.
This is evil. Honestly, disclose this at the very least. Come on. Kids riding their bikes by me. Kind of sad, right?
Remember I told you about the 0.2? That was at a 70-year risk of living. Children today, born today, are reaching that 70-year level by the time they are 2 years old.
What? That's insanity. Look at that. For sale, all these brand new homes. A brand new residential community right in Cancer Alley. It's kind of evil. They're building. People are moving in here. If you do know, you probably don't want to acknowledge that you're in Cancer Alley. What will it take for all these companies to stop putting their factories here?
For the people to be able to stand up, be able to exercise their rights. They come here primarily because we're the low-hanging fruit, which means we're the most vulnerable group. Black people are the poorest people here. We got 400-year history. We're still at the bottom. They're aware of everything that this plant is doing and what it can only lead to, but they're not doing anything about it. They got the power to tell that plant, no, you can't do that. That's against human nature. That's against humanity.
Yet it's important to know that DuPont Danca is the only facility in the U.S. that produces chloroprene. This chloroprene is then synthesized into a rubber known as neoprene. Neoprene is found in use in rubber gloves, laptop sleeves, electrical insulation, orthopedic braces, etc. If we didn't buy things made out of neoprene, the plant producing neoprene wouldn't even exist. While it's easy to point fingers at corporations and call them evil, we're the ones wearing a shirt made from a child sweatshop in China while watching this video from our lithium-ion battery-powered cell phone made using cobalt mined using child slaves in Africa. Who's really to blame for all this? Well, it's poor black people in Louisiana for now. Maybe next week it'll be you and your family. Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube short using a clip from this video, I'll send you $500. Post however many times you want, but you must tag my TikTok/YouTube @ and put YouTube Tyler Oliveira in the title/description. Last week's winner was this guy. Good luck, guys.
Almost every town has factories all in them. Even the one I live in has factories all through it. Cancer running through it. And they're about, here in Wabash, they're about ready to build homes on a toxic land that supposedly got cleaned up. I don't trust them. Do you think they trust their government? Look at them. They're living in a hellhole, and they have nothing to say about it. And the guy traveled 7 hours to go talk to one of the owners of it, and he don't give a crap, and neither does your town. Everybody's got to stand up, unite together, because it's getting bad. Subscribe. Hit the like button. See you.